Hey,
Hi,
y'all.
everybody. Make sure we have sound.
Yeah, we do.
We do?
Yep.
We have sound. Good.
Okay.
Good. Nothing like checking production before you start.
Yeah. Welcome back to Knitting in Our Jeans.
Yes.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us if you're new.
If you're a long-time viewer, thank you.
Welcome back.
Absolutely. Welcome back.
So I'm Lizz on Instagram and Ravelry. I'm Toolizzforyou, Toolizzforyou.
And I'm Carolyn, and I'm cpredmor on Ravelry. I do have
Sometimes Instagram.
Sometimes, but that's only when I'm getting confused. Because usually I'm posting as Knitting in Our Jeans with a -C. And we try to keep me with one account open on Instagram on the phone because I don't really know how to switch in between. And,
No, she doesn't. She's
when
not even kidding. Like,
No.
she created her own account. I know most of you have heard this one before because it's our favorite story to tell about this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when I've been known to really make several Instagram accounts. So we stick with Knitting in Our Jeans and just identifiers of -C. So shall we say where we were this weekend?
One of my very good friends from college got married this weekend.
Yes.
So we were down in the Philly area, and that was lovely.
It's great. Of course, it rained like crazy on Saturday, the day of the wedding.
But it worked out just
We
fine.
said that's fine. It's good luck.
Yes.
Actually, any day that dawns on a wedding day is good luck. So
yeah. Well, we ended up being able to still get photos of the dress outside, and we got photos outside under like a cupola.
No, canopy.
Canopy, whatever.
A cupola would be on top of a tower.
I'm exhausted.
Yes, that's because she
Absolutely
went out to
exhausted.
the after party last
Okay,
night.
I was there for maybe 10 minutes. Not even kidding you.
We didn't go to the after party.
I went because I had to get my shoes.
Of course. Did you get your charger?
Yes.
Good.
I got my charger, and then I was like, where the heck? Well, before that, I was like, where the heck are my shoes? Because they weren't up in, like, the bridal suite. We didn't get ready in the bridal suite. We got ready in their hotel room. So that's where my charger was. So my shoes, though, I had moved over to the bridal suite after we had kicked the boys out and used it, actually,
For waiting.
for us before both entering for the ceremony and entering for the reception.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get asked to go upstairs, like, to grab my stuff because they're cleaning it out. And I don't see my shoes. The maid of honor took my shoes. Like, she knows they're mine. So she was like, I don't know whose bag that is. I think that's Lizz, But of course didn't leave my shoes, so she took my shoes. So I had to go down to the after party to get my shoes. Because I didn't have any other, like, sandal flats with me. So I needed those. I almost wasn't allowed to go in. And then I was like, the girl has my shoes. And he was like, really? I was like, she has my shoes. Honestly, I'm here to get my shoes, say goodbye to everyone, and then I'm going to bed.
Yes.
Like, my hair is already down. I was essentially in PJs already. It was great. Everyone was so funny, because, like, half of the people weren't staying at the hotel.
The facility.
So they didn't go change, but half of us did, and everyone came up to me, they were like, wow, you changed fast. You look very comfy. I was like, oh, I am. I am very comfy. I'm
going to bed.
This is exactly how this should be.
Your father changed into a t-shirt and shorts. It was all set to read on his iPad. Next thing I know, I hear this little breathing sound. And then I hear a little deeper breathing sound. And I look over, and he has managed to drop his iPad on his chest. And he's holding his glasses in one hand. And he's fast asleep. And, of course, I want to do some more knitting. So I just leave it like that until I'm afraid that I'll be sleep knitting.
Nice. Well
and
done.
then I say, you need to wake up so you can get ready for bed. So,
Yeah.
as it was, I was sleep knitting because I had to take it all out this morning,
no.
except for the first 2 rows. I was working on my heel flap. This is what I have on my needles. Sorry, guys. It's the Odensjon.
I don't know.
Sock. It's
sock number 2.
Sock
from
number 2 from Tour de Sock. And it looks small, but it has tremendous stretch. This was the German cast on. I love it. It's incredibly stretchy. I love it. I think I may use it for everything from now on. I mean, obviously it uses more yarn, which is what makes it stretchy, rather than just bigger. Because when you use 2 needles together, that just makes the cast on bigger, but it doesn't necessarily make it stretchy. This, you're weaving in and out. You're going down this way and over this way and this way, and so you're using more yarn in that manner, in a knit or a knitting fashion, so that it makes it incredibly stretchy. And yes, there's cables galore on this, it's taking a bit longer than the last sock, but then we were in a wedding. So, wedding was lovely. My knee wouldn't let me dance. She
danced one song.
That was it, and I ended up having to dance on one leg because I put weight on the other one, and it hurt. I was doing some physical therapy while I was there. They have a nice indoor pool. It was Normandy Farms, and they have a very nice indoor pool. So the orthopedist said, you could walk in a pool. So I walked in the pool for about a half an hour on Saturday, and I did it also this morning. And my knee feels better.
Good.
It's sore after I do it, but then it feels better. So we're still waiting on the
MRI.
The doctor's office to call for the permission for the MRI, and then we'll be able to see pictures of that, because the x-ray shows I have great bones. The x-ray doesn't show any problem. That knee looks great, the guy said. I went, wonderful. It hurts. He goes, yeah, I know, because we can't really see what the problem is in this. I went, okay.
Great.
But he goes, look at that space in that knee. It's perfectly spaced. I went, good, that's good. So it's not a knee replacement. It's something, either the meniscus tear or ACL, and he's thinking it's a meniscus tear, and we need to see a picture before we can really start doing anything serious about it. So anyway, we'll see. But I was walking in the pool, and I was the only one down there the entire time I was there. Yeah. And Saturday we watched Tour de France. And Rich watched Tour de France, knitting away.
I know, I was very upset. But I did not get to watch Tour de France.
And then we had lunch with Behm.
Good.
Which was lovely.
Good.
And, and then I remembered, I said, well, we'll circle back around and pick you up at 4:45 so that we can get out for the wedding.
Yeah, he said 4:30.
Then as I thought about it, I said, there's going to be several weddings going on. These elevators are going to be terrible, trying to move all these people. So I gave him 45 minutes to an hour advance notice.
Good.
That I was changing the time.
Was he still ready?
No.
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 Well, I'm sorry.
But that's okay, because we still got down there in plenty of time. But he actually rivals her father for being late. But he was close. He was very close.
We were pretty well on time this morning.
Yes. No. It's just, he says, I didn't gauge the time it would take for my clothes to come out of the dry cleaning bags. I'm like, okay.
Oh, because you have to understand, so when I saw you guys in the, reception-y area, and Dad was like, here's your place card, I was trying to unpin the last of, 10 dry cleaner tags from his suit. And he's holding, so my boyfriend is holding my bouquet. He is holding my Mountain Dew, and in one hand, and in the other hand, holding out his suit jacket so that I can use both hands to undo the pin. And my father comes over and goes, I found your seat card.
Thanks, Dad.
And he goes, here, and then sticks it in the outside pocket of my boyfriend's jacket. I was like, that was so helpful.
He's very helpful. Very helpful. So I did get...
So, I came back to the room last night, and there are, a pile of, 10 tags. So, that is what he meant.
Yes. So, anyway, he was shoeless.
Oh, my God.
And tieless.
Yep.
So, it took him we were fine.
3 or 4 minutes, yes.
Yeah. Well, yes. So I was meeting people. I was standing in the hall because I wasn't going to go back in the room because then that would only encourage your father to take more time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm standing in the hall. And other wedding guests are passing me by, and they said, "The men, huh?" I went, "Yeah, the men."
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, but we had a very good time. We arrived down there on Friday for the rehearsal. And they kept saying I did a good job running the rehearsal. It didn't look anything like the real wedding. But I was really getting the first bridesmaid to give enough room.
Yeah, it was also because we had a coordinator person who did not listen to anyone. Yeah. Or his piece of paper, really. Because it has, like, you fill in, like,
what you want.
Groomsmen, bridesmaids, things like that. And so we had said, and it was written on there, or the space for Flower Girl was blank. Kept on asking us where the Flower Girl was. If there's no name there, I'd say there's no Flower Girl. And then, so our ring bearer is two. He is two, so he does not walk on his own. Well, he walks. He does not walk on his own
down with
to a prescribed path.
That's right, as one would expect.
So he was going to walk down with his mom.
Right.
And he was like, "Oh, so little one's going to go first." And we were like, No. He goes, "No, and no. No. That is not the plan." And then he was very confused. Very confused. But I think it was good even just for the readers, just to read their stuff once before.
I think it made them also feel important, which was nice.
I think also part of it was that...
I think it helped maybe Megan feel less upset.
I think that too. I also think the fact that, like, it went from outdoor to indoor was also a part of it. Because there was just confusion about where we were gonna.
She originally thought we were going to be outdoors. Oh
yeah. No, we were originally going to be outdoors.
I'm glad we weren't.
No, we made that decision at around 11 o'clock. Before the rain. Because she was like, we were like, yeah, make the call. And then, of course, we didn't have a person assigned to us yet. And so we called the front desk. There was a little bit of a
hoo-ha. Anyway, we ran the rehearsal. I had looked everything up to make sure I knew the order of when people, are escorted in. Mm-hmm. And I think the rehearsal helped. Yeah. The bride was very nervous. I was thinking about this on the ride home. I bet she was more nervous about this than she was about her boards or anything else. And yet, I'm sure in her heart, she knew exactly what she was doing.
Well, I think it's also because, like, her family hasn't really had a wedding in there, like, that they've been a part of or anything recently. And I don't think she's been a bridesmaid in any weddings. She's only attended them.
We offered to take her out to the movies the night before, and she's, but I'm getting married the next day.
No, she was saying she was a little nervous about, like, leaving. She was like, I want to just stick, where I'm going to be, and...
Okay. I just thought about that, anything that she was sure of, it was her groom.
Oh, yes.
So...
It was everything surrounding the process of getting to that point.
It's a party, folks.
Yeah.
We can throw a party in an hour and a half.
It was pretty great.
I think we need to think about this as just a really great celebration instead of making everybody almost sick through their stomachs. That's what I say now. We'll see. But I'm just saying.
No ring, I promise. It's okay.
No, it's okay. We can make.
Oh my God, one of my coworkers made that comment a few days ago, like when I was talking about my friend's wedding, and they were like, "Well, when's yours?" And I was like,
"No ring."
Back it up, jokers.
But really, you make all these decisions. If you're nervous, if you're scared, don't do it.
No, I don't think she was.
Cancel things. So anyway,
I don't think she was though.
That's
I think
good.
She was just
nervous. And the other thing we learned is have more chairs.
Always,
because you never know when someone's going to be. You think they're going to be healthy like me, and then it was very hard to stand. So I ended up sitting on one of the tables.
Good.
Yes. Good. So, but it was very nice. The venue was very nice.
And they had a photo booth.
Yes.
So we took photos. We'll post them on Instagram. We're really cute.
Yes. We say so ourselves. Yeah, we had a good time. Your father and I did the photo booth early on.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought we did a good job at that, too. So I like the photo booths.
Yeah.
Wasn't keen on the wedding cake being in a little alcove because once
Yeah.
7 people got in the doorway, you couldn't see. So just little things like that, you know. But other than that, the music was great. It was like a Jersey DJ, like Jersey Shore DJ. So played music from 70 years ago. Great Balls of Fire. Who's that?
I don't remember.
Anyway,
Great Balls
of Fire. So that and certainly Beatles. I didn't hear any Beach Boys, which would have been in the Jersey Shore. But it was really good. The food was excellent. They catered to me. I mean, the waitress came up to me beforehand and said, "And you have a problem with dairy?" I went, "Yes." Mm-hmm. And I ate everything, and I felt great, which is certainly always a concern. But they did a great job.
Yeah, they really did.
Yeah, so we just had a lovely time, and I'll tell you, I love that indoor pool because my knee feels pretty good now. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. What are you working on?
So I'm still working on the first sock of Tour de Sock. I did not win any prizes. I did not enter for any prizes. I'm not technically on a team.
She's a cheerleader.
I am a cheerleader. So I'm on the first sock. I think I'm on the second to last repeat of the pattern on the foot. So there's the last of it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4,
you count from here.
From here? Oh. 5, 6. Oops, I'm doing an 8th. I'll finish it. It's still like
an inch and a half
below here.
Okay, well then that's fine.
So I'll finish this pattern, repeat, and
then do the toe.
And I'll
good.
I'll try it on right in a minute because I'm at the 5th row of 7 or whatever it is.
All right.
So yeah,
I finished a few things.
You've been working like a dog over there.
So this is a Multnomah, which is a free pattern on Ravelry, and it actually, you're supposed to have 10 of these feather and fan repeats for the edge, but for those of you who have been watching for a while know that I'm just pathetic when it comes to these little neckerchief things, and so I made this short, which is what I want. It's not, it'll be fine. It's just what I wanted. Curling over this way. And see, I'm wearing a navy blue top, and I think with a navy blue dress or a navy blue suit, it's going to be wonderful. So I'm really pleased with this. It's been blocked. I can't even get it off. It's been blocked.
Not overly aggressively.
No, I just made it so this was pretty straight, and I did absolutely no stretching down here. And this is Opal. And yes, it does sparkle, but you know, with a black suit, you really do need something to pep it up. So I am very pleased with this, but even more exciting, I have finished my Julia, and I realized I was taking pictures of it to post in Ravelry. Oh, yeah. You really can't see that it's got a V-neck because of all of the color variations in it. It's long sleeved. It's cotton by Nerd Girl. And I'm not sure I like how it looks when it's on. I think it actually needs a nice blouse underneath of it with an interesting collar.
I think it looked fine.
Or, I don't know. I wasn't excessively excited, but it fits great. I'll show you.
I think it looks fine.
Okay, it looks fine. Maybe I just don't like the way I look. That's a possibility. Oh, and when I was trying it on, I noticed I had managed to sew the seam together to the cuff. So I've got to go back and fix that. Because I couldn't get my hand in. You know, and I was trying to be so careful, too.
You bring this and you bring it like that.
Yeah.
See, it looks great.
Again, I think with the suit, this would be nice as a top because it's certainly, I think it's a very interesting pattern.
Yeah.
So, sorry guys, it does fit. It's a nice length. Did I block it? No, it's cotton. And the pattern book said you could steam it, and I would never steam anything because I've been so trained not to steam wool because it would kill it. And it kills polyester, and it kills... I'm not going near this with the steam iron. But it's very comfortable. The pattern, the lacy pattern, makes it very stretchy. That part's excellent.
I mean, you can steam block wool.
You can. I don't that much. I really don't. I'd rather give it the immersion because I think it penetrates more all the way through. I really do. So I have finished 2 things, and this is what's on my needles. I did bring my sugar maple with me. I didn't work on it. I do want to work on this sock, which is what I'll be doing.
Yeah, talking about things we brought and didn't work on. I brought this. I did work on this. Actually, there's, I think there might actually be some photos of me working on it like that were taken while we were getting ready and stuff. Things? I hope. But I brought my Hitchiker that I didn't work on, but I did work on, I think, since we last spoke. So I have 12 teeth.
Cool.
I have 12 teeth. And again, this is out of the scarf by Nerd Girl. And I brought my Zweig. Did I work on it? No. But I will. I will have it done. It will be done for Rhinebeck.
Good. Because we're all going to be at Rhinebeck.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah. So that's what I brought. I also brought the Stitch Along from 2017 to finish. Did I finish it? No.
What does that say?
It will say, this house... Oh, crap.
Language.
Sorry. Let me look up the pattern. It is here. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I was on from 10 o'clock till like midnight last night.
Yes. I know. And then I got up this morning and someone had a food fight in the hall.
Yeah, that was
a little weird. There were 3 weddings at the place. Yeah. And I didn't think it was our crowd that did.
I don't think it was.
But I go out in the morning to go down to the pool, and there's all this stuff out in the hallway, which is interesting. Okay, I'm going to figure out if I have gauge. What happened to the... I did bring a tape measure over.
I don't see it.
I don't see it either. Probably underneath. Ah, found it. It was underneath my Multnomah. And that's Multnoma. And I think I did post it in Ravelry. So
it will say, as for me and my house, we shall serve. And then I'm going to put a Cthulhu at the bottom. So, which is one of the patterns that was provided in the design pack. And if anyone remembers it from last year, I do believe they're doing it again this year because they did post something on Facebook. Let me see.
I think I got 34. So let's see. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 32. Okay, I have to look at the book. But
yeah, so they posted on June 22nd which this would be the 6th year that they've run it. So I'm hoping that it will show up soon. There's almost 200 comments on the on that photo. It's very funny because one person is apparently posting daily or almost daily. Day 28. Still no news. Life has felt meaningless, lacking definition and warmth. Food no longer interests me. The light is slowly going out in my eyes, and still I wait, knowing Stitch will come for me.
Oh, that's funny.
That is really
is
funny.
Very funny. The other thing, I was getting ready for this podcast. I was pulling things out of my knitting bag. You know how we knit in public and knit everywhere?
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, yeah. The napkin from lunch fell in her bag, and she brought it with her.
Came home with me. So I'll figure out something to do with it.
Project bag!
Right, maybe a project bag out of the napkin. It's a nice heavy cotton.
Oh my goodness.
And it's a lovely color. Kind of embarrassing. It's almost like
it's almost the color of the bag, so...
Right. So maybe that's why I didn't see it.
Probably.
We'll try it.
It's very funny.
Okay.
But yeah, so I think that's all I've been working on or thinking about working on. I mean, obviously... Yes. Obviously, I would like to cast on all of the things.
Yes. But I'm
trying very hard.
I want to get my sock done, and then I'm going to work on my sugar maple.
Yeah, I want to get the sock done. I want to get the Hitchiker done, and obviously the Zweig. And then I can start working on a few other things. Maybe like actually casting on the Tegna and finishing the little pixel for the nugget.
No, they want 46 stitches.
What did you get?
I got 32.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh. Well, I have smaller needles. I will have to break out some of my smaller needles. Okay.
As long as also make sure you're doing it across the correct...
Yeah, 4 inches.
In the ferrule pattern. Okay.
Yep. That's why I was doing the color work.
I don't know.
So I've got smaller needles. I've got zeros and double zeros and triple aughts.
Oh goodness.
So I can redo this because I got a definite 32. This is going to be an incredible sweater.
It is. It's going to be a vest.
Yes.
It's going to be great.
It is going to be great. All right, so we also closed the threads on our whip-along. Guys, is no one doing any of their whips?
Or are we just in some sort of like Twilight Zone where no one wants to post on our Ravelry group?
I guess.
I mean, guys, come on now.
So we had one participant that posted finished objects other than Elizabeth and I. I mean, we're happy because we got several things finished, and I've got my sugar maple downstairs, and when I finish these socks, and I wouldn't actually be working on the socks except it is the Tour de Sock, and it's Tour de France and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And I have a paper to write, too, so it's a great way to avoid writing paper. I'm going to put this over here.
Yep.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to work on my sugar maple and try to get that done. This floor here is still full of the whips that I had, just so that I don't ignore them. So as much as I want to do some of these new things that we have the yarn out over here, this is a riot. If I put the yarn back, I can't ever find it again. So all that yarn that I had out for Nathan's scarf, we put it back because the table was getting too crowded.
You put it back.
Yes.
But I mean, we have the
twisted fade or whatever, fading point.
You have the Mad Tosh.
That's for sweater design.
I think you've got the Nerd Girl, Nevertheless under there.
Yes, for another design. I need to retire in order to do all the designing that I want to do. But anyway, we had one participant because we checked again. I closed the threads last Sunday, and we checked again, and so we have one viewer who participated, posted finished pictures of finished objects, and that's Rachel. So
Yay, Rachel!
What you get
is a project bag.
In the project bag, we've got a notebook.
Yay!
So that you can write down, because I know that you do, some designs. You can write down all your notes about your projects. You can write down what you were doing in terms of the yarn that you were spinning. So you have a notebook. You have one of these gauge rulers that we love.
We do love them. They're just so wonderful.
And then in here, This is, I believe it's, what's it?
Hand sanitizer.
Yes, it is Sweet Pumpkin hand sanitizer, guaranteed to go with your project bag. And so, congratulations to you. I don't know if I'm going to see you on Monday or not. If the knee feels like it does right now, the answer is yes. But you know with me that when I make a promise to be there, something happens. Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying anything, and maybe we can fool Mother Nature and whoever else is trying to run my life. Yeah. And maybe I'll be able to get that to you on Monday. That would be so cool. Anything else that we've got going on? By the way, you looked really good in your dress last night.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was really excited about my hair, too.
But she
looked really pretty. It was fine. Like, she had never done... I wanted to do victory rolls.
Which are the rolls that come right here and go around your head like that?
Kind of. Or they're just a big roll here, and then they're just... It's a more 50s vintage style.
You need hair barrettes. Something like this, or something like the pins like my grandmother used to use. Yeah. She would do that. She would actually... My grandma had hair down to her waist. And she would, in the morning, getting ready for work, you could see her rolling these things up, and then... putting those pins in, the clips. Yeah. Clips, not pins, to hold her rolls. Yeah.
Yeah, so. Yeah, and it's okay.
A lot of
and she had never done it. Those. Yeah, no, well, she had never done them before, and we got a nice big barrel curl here, but we were worried that it would lose its definition and not have the height anymore. Yeah. Because we had, like, our hair was done by, like, 12:30,
and it was raining,
and so the wedding wasn't. The ceremony didn't start until 5.
It was very humid, so we were all fighting to keep our hair from doing frizzes and all that kind of stuff. I didn't do my hair. Excuse my nose. I didn't do my hair till 4 o'clock to try to make sure that it didn't fall down. I was really happy with mine because I did it in rollers, and I had it kind of pulled back like this, but then I had curls going down the back, and I had stuck clips in to keep the barrels on the curls, and that worked out pretty well. Yep.
And we curled mine and pulled it back into like a faux ponytail. And it was really nice because she used my own hair as kind of like a hairband, so it wouldn't lose definition, but also it kept it, because we had it just down. And it was pulling at my undercut and pulling my hair in, like, up.
Weird way.
And I was like, do not touch it. Do not touch it. Let her fix it, you know, because I didn't want to, like, pull a curl out. And so when she was doing our touch-ups before she left, I was like, can we please? And she was like, yes, we can do that. I was like, yes. I was amazed. The curl in my ponytail stayed for... all night.
All night, yes.
Until I brushed it out.
Yes.
And it looks pretty good still. Though it was nice and purple. It was really fantastic.
The first bride doesn't get upset about whatever you do with your hair.
No.
Which was great.
Sarah didn't get upset.
Well, you were growing it, weren't you?
Sarah's, it was the mohawk.
Right.
She didn't care about that one.
Right.
Laura didn't care either. Grandma cared.
Well, she's part of that wedding party.
Grandma didn't. Grandma was like, "You're gonna have short hair?" I was like, "Mm-hmm." She was like, "But everyone else is gonna have long hair."
Okay, I'll
grow my hair, Grandma. That's a great idea. Yeah.
And I liked Sarah's wedding where you got a color and everybody got to buy their dress.
Yeah.
I think that's a really lovely idea. Yeah. You tell people the length of the dress, knee length, T length, or floor length, and everybody can buy a dress that suits them. Yeah. I think that's a ducky idea because then you have a dress you can wear again. And these dresses are kind of expensive to be, laying out money on a dress that you might not wear again. Very different from my day where they weren't that expensive and you were... I don't know. Maybe we had more opportunities to wear long ball gowns.
That is true.
So you could reuse it. But now I'm leaning in that direction of tell everybody what the color will be and then pick your dress.
I'm trying to see.
What doll?
the hair person posted photos on Facebook, and it like suggested that this might be me, like through the Facebook algorithm, because it's creepy like that. And I was going to show you a picture of my hair, but I can't find that now.
Oh, all right.
It's okay. No big deal. But yeah. No, it was great.
We had a really good time.
Everyone found it very funny that I brought my sock to net on everywhere. What else was I supposed to do?
Right. There's a lot of waiting time.
A lot of it. But yeah, I think this is just going to be a short episode. I don't have much to say.
I think maybe people like our episodes because they're short.
Oh, I
we
guess
don't
so.
tend to go long.
I mean, usually we
have
go an hour.
been dyeing some more yarn, but it's probably not going to be in the shop at knit until September, October. So I said not to show it to you all because you've got no way of getting it. But as it gets closer to that time, I'm more than happy to show you. I think that is about it. I'm going to have to go searching for a smaller needle so that my Jenny, my Jenny sweater can be knit. And then I'm going to work on my sock and my sugar maple. So hopefully next week I'll be able to show you a completed pair of socks.
Hopefully I'll have one sock,
and
maybe
some
one and a
work
half socks.
on my sugar maple. Go team!
All right. I think this is where we're going to sign off and weave in some ends.
That's right.
And we will talk to you next week.
Bye. Guys.